Welcome back. Snicked. It's time for another comic book review, and it's going to be Wolverine number 10 by Saladin Ahmed. Now, this new arc is, I think, the third issue in. Javier Pina is on art, and the art is tasty. It's really, really nice. I actually really like the art. I think Javier Pina is the best thing about this book. A very quick catch-up is that Wolverine's received a letter, presumably from his long dead mother, who would be over 100 years old, 120 years old, saying, please come back to the family estate. I need your help. So he's like, this is interesting. So that's what he does. He goes back and he arrives and he has a punch up with a couple of mutants while he's there, and he sniffs trouble. And that trouble that he sniffs, it's Sabretooth. I mean, we've not had enough Sabretooth in every Wolverine book and story in the last 5 years. And he is a character that's dead, but now he's not dead, obviously, again. It's like, come on. Let's have some new villains. Let's have something interesting and new. But anyway, the story still has that little intrigue because, if Wolverine's mother is still alive, that's quite an interesting story, and it will affect Wolverine going forward because a lot of his being is based on his feelings towards his mother, who killed herself because she gave birth to what she calls an abomination, so there's a lot of resentment in there, a lot of that motherly love that was lacking, has shaped Wolverine into the person that he is. So it is important, these events, to Wolverine's future. So that's why I'm invested in this book. Now, it actually, out of the 3 issues, is probably the best out of the 3 so far. I mean, we get Logan narrating all his thoughts and feelings as he goes through the house. And you know what? It is quite atmospheric. It is pretty cool. And then we get to this part. Now, this part is that Wolverine doesn't sniff the kid behind him, or he sniffs him too late because what's happening in the house, all these scents are sort of, he can't ignore them, and maybe his concentration is lost a little bit. And some little yahoo here tries to crowbar him with the back of the head. But of course he's Wolverine, right? That's not going to work. So he turns around and he punches him out, and he finds out he's one of those little hicks from the bar that he was having a drink in maybe an issue ago. Like, how did he get here? How did he know? So did Sabretooth send him? And why would Sabretooth do that? Why would Sabretooth send some clearly inexperienced, fat, beer-drinking hick, right, to try and take Wolverine out? What was the point? Wolverine's going to win anyway. So what does it do? Why is that happening? But what we find out is, for some reason, Sabretooth has kidnapped this guy's sister, and he's been blackmailed into doing it. Otherwise, Sabretooth's going to kill his sister. Again, why would Sabretooth bother with that? Really? After history between Wolverine and Sabretooth, why would they go through these great lengths? It's like an old cartoon. It is Scooby-Doo. But I think, do you know what? It's okay because the art's good. And for the most part, the narrative running through it of Logan's thoughts and feelings is quite intriguing. I was really, really enjoying it. Anyway, while he's there, the chandelier falls down and he sniffs something, and he goes up the stairs and he finds this guy's sister basically trussed up over the stairwell saying, your fault, but it's not his mother. But before he can react, some ghosts of the past, some very important ghosts of the past. So what he thought was his father on the left here, who wasn't his father, was married to his mother, the dead body, which he obviously killed, and his actual father, the groundskeeper. So they're both there belittling him and telling him that he's a waste of space, and they hate him. So John Howlett and Thomas Logan, they're both there, 2 very important figures from Wolverine's life. A lot of, what happened with them really shaped Wolverine. It shaped Wolverine. He is angry. He's angry for lots of things that happened to him, but this is where it all starts, right back in the day when he was a child. So he tries to fight these ghosts, but of course they're intangible, right? Basically, they're corporeal. So his claws go through them, but they can hurt him, and they start sapping the life out of him. It's quite exciting, actually. I'll be honest. I actually did enjoy this issue, apart from a few things that I pointed out. Anyway, this is the interesting part. A voice is heard from the other room. Please don't hurt him. Please don't hurt him. And he says, Mother, I'm sorry. And they disappear as fast as they appeared. Now he's reeling from this attack, and he stumbles up, charges the room to find his mother, who shouldn't be alive, chained to a chair. And he starts talking to her, and the lights go out. And that's when Sabretooth strikes. But the darkness shouldn't affect Wolverine. He can see in the dark, but Sabretooth's done something. He's done something to the dark. He's done something to the room so that he can't be seen. And they start slashing each other. And there we go. Big reveal. Sabretooth's back. Again, why is he back? We thought he was dead, but he's not. He's back, and that's it. That's the issue. But you know what? It was a little mixed bag. There's a few little devices in there which I thought were totally unnecessary. And I thought if you pulled those little things out, this would have been just a cracking issue, right? But it is pretty good. It has got me interested. I want to find out what happens. Even I think bringing Wolverine's mother back was not the greatest idea, but it's not a bad idea. And we're seeing it unfold now. So let's see what happens in the next few issues, see where this arc goes, and see what it does for the future of Wolverine. I'm in. He's got me. And I'm not a big fan of Saladin Ahmed. I'll tell you that for nothing. What he's doing with Daredevil is just another video in itself. But those are my thoughts. Please let me know yours. And hopefully subscribe to the channel, like the video. And I would like to see you in the next one too, guys. So take care. Sorry for the rant, but enjoy the book and we'll speak soon.